Hi, hello, welcome to the Daily Tarot Buffet brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for the transiting moon into Capricorn. During Taurus season, any event in Capricorn is a ninth house event, okay? And the event going on in Capricorn is the moon is transiting for a couple few days. And when there is a moon event, it's a lunar event. It's called a lunation. So when that happens, there's increased intuition and insight into the areas of like the ninth house. So it's higher mind. It's really when we begin to see into the future. Actually, it's to look up above the horizon towards the stars into the future. It's where think of the eighth house as like walking through the dark, or when they say the light at the end of the tunnel, or the light at the end of the tunnel, or finding the light in the dark. That's the ninth house. The eighth house is the darkness. It's typically when you walk through the forest unknown or alone or in the dark, and then when you get help or support, or you find the light, or you find the truth, that's the ninth house. Now the truth is different things for different people. Some people believe in Allah, Buddha, Shekinah, Jehovah. The trick is that, Buddha was not Buddhist, he believed in love. Christ was not Christian, he believed in love. You know, Muhammad was not Muslim or Islamic, he believed in love, reverence, devotion. And so, what am I saying? Because those things are important, and I'm not trying to step on anybody's beliefs. It's that there is an energy that unifies. So that's the difference in the ninth house and the third house is that we believe in a higher something. And it doesn't matter what it is, it just needs to be loving, caring, greater than yourself. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean it can't have a little bit of wrath, doesn't mean it can't be harsh and stern and strict and sober and severe, doesn't mean it can't impose great punishment or very harsh conditions for one's illumination, enlightenment, right? Um, the ninth house is also when we tend to go far because we have to believe sometimes like faith. In the absence of all evidence, therein lies faith. So we can't always prove the things that we believe in, but we believe them and we will die on that mountaintop believing those things. There are certain people you cannot tell them God is not real. I'm one of them, but do we have evidence to God? That would also be like arguable, you know. To me, the tides, to me, the sun rising every day, to me, you know, the hummingbirds, outside my window when I think of an ancestor, that to me is proof that God is real, right? So we all have that thing that you cannot tell us otherwise, even though we can't prove it. We just got that faith. That's also the ninth house. It's also have to go far in our mind. It's more than what we can prove or the actual factual. So that can also talk about long distance. Third house is traveling short distance. Ninth house is traveling long distance, over 400 kilometers, also known as 250 miles. Okay, so that also would rule things like advanced education, like getting like, master's, doctorate degrees. Also doctoral degree. Also, like it could be something that you have to do like a multi-step process, like a long competition, especially, like in those reality TV shows where there's an elimination, multiple rounds, or think of it like getting approved for a loan. You got to jump through all these different hurdles of paperwork and documentation and checks and you know underwriting. There's um there, there's more. Say like you have this long goal, you want to build a house from scratch. Is going to take you 3 to 5 years. You got to get the contractors, you got to get the materials, you got to get the architecture, you got to find the land, you got to get the plot, you got to get the deed, you got to get mineral rights, you got to get land rights, you've got to get a permit to build. Does it make sense? So it's multiple, 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 multiple. So it's the same thing. The reason why it's still religious because over the course of your life, you come to believe certain things that are ineffable. You can't, knowledge is wisdom when it's applied. Wisdom is wisdom when it's experienced. And so, the cost of wisdom is old age, or the cost of something pretty sturdy, is a long time building and a long term of hard work. And it doesn't always have to be labor, or toil, and trouble. It just means things that we've grasped, we've hold on to, we have the ability to secure that position. So it's faith, hope, optimism, belief in a bigger, brighter, and better, a higher. From Liminal 11, we'll be using This Might Hurt Tarot by Isabella Rotman. Again, to impose the guidance, and that will be from Liminal 11 Publishing. So we are standing some kind of ground. There's protection at the gate. We might be warding something off, telling some kind of energy, frequency, vibration, hey, talk to the head, because they saying home, leave a message at the tone. Beep. We might be doing some of that because we're working on higher and higher and higher levels of closer to spirit, closer to the divine. We're going to lay down 4 cards. It's going to be the overall energy for this entire gathering here today for the transiting moon into Capricorn. Any subsequent tarot cards will clarify or modify these initial meanings. And again, this is where the transiting moon into Capricorn during the season of Taurus. Let's say ninth house event. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Vertex of Abundance is the Galactic Temple of Ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. Again, my name is Supreme Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. It's a delight and an honor to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. We have the 4 of Pentacles, Hierophant, 7 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Again, I repeat, the 4 of Pentacles, Hierophant, 7 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. I'll explain the 4 of Pentacles, Hierophant, 7 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, starting with the 4 of Pentacles. Just remember, all subsequent cards that come out will be clarifying or modifying the meanings of these 4 cards. We have the 4 of Pentacles. That can be miserly and bitter, I'll be honest, but to a higher degree, it can be securing a foundation with this 7 of Swords and no prevalence of negative energy. Yet, it can be, and the cat wants to say hi. She's not leaving us alone. Okay. Mr. Temple Kitty, say hi, Chandi. Okay, so she just had to say hello. So I'm sorry to move the mic without warning you first. That might give us a couple few whiplashes or nausea or whatever. Motion sickness. Okay, so 4 of Pentacles with the 7 of Wands. A lot of people would give that a negative connotation, but there's no 5, there's no Devil, there's no 2 of Pentacles, Hangman. So we don't have 2 sides of the coin. So here it's about securing some kind of position or foundation. 4 of Pentacles with the Hierophant actually says about living a spirit-fed, led life, or going by the book, or status quo, or policy, procedure, protocol, or coming correct. With the Wheel of Fortune here, it's saying that we're preparing for something, and we need to hold our ground and prepare, make sure that we stay ready. It's kind of what I'm getting. We need to kind of stay the course, status quo, not rocking the boat. Yeah, I'm hearing the song, rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat. Okay, I'm sorry. I love me some Aaliyah, y'all know. Okay, we got Strength card and Queen of Swords. Also, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant, something's going to happen in about a week. I just heard the sky is going to open up, but yeah, the heaven doors opening up to bless us with some type of sacred office or spiritual oath or vow or God duties an obligation. We have the Star card with the Strength card. That is some kind of hopes, heart's desires, soul's ambition. With the Queen of Swords and the Star card, that would give us some kind of, Aquarian moon or Scorpio rising with the Strength card and the 7 of Wands. Somebody could have their Mars in, the 5th house or in Leo. And that's the truth. We got this Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords. Okay. Yeah, we got this Ace of Swords here. So that's the truth. The Queen of Swords could be somebody who's widowed. It doesn't always mean from a partner. It can mean that they had to go through some kind of austerity and a former part of themselves had to die in order for them to move on and find a little bit of their power. You know, they say you want to be the boss, you got to earn it. Like you got to pay to play. You got to I'm losing the quote and I'm sounding stupid, but um, it costs to be the boss. Sometimes when you're in a position of authority, it comes with the cost. We have a pair of nines already. Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands, so that could be isolation, needing to take space. But the High Priestess is a little bit abated. We're in a cycle that's been precarious. Nine of Swords has been difficult. We're also having to find some kind of strength. So we got a little fight in this left because we got a lot of strength left. But the Ten of Pentacles, yeah. So that's the thing that the universe is about to bring. Because over the last couple weeks, pretty much since the full moon in not just Scorpio, but also in Libra, we've been working up towards holding our spot for this kind of um, destiny, really, with the Ace of Wands. I don't know where I'm getting these cards from. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, we've been waiting for Destiny to come through, pull through, especially with the Star card. Star card with the Wheel of Fortune is like a timeline restoration. And they're knighting this Nine of Wands. So we are kind of holding our ground here. And then we have a pair of twos. So Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and smash that like button. From ripe avocado, this was already turned over. We will be deliberating the findings for any type of pairing that's like a multiples. We have a pair of twos. That's a two, like two twos, like a couple few twos. A pair of twos here. We have a pair of nines. So we'll be using the minor arcana from the Cosmic Coven Tarot to deliberate any findings for the combinations, combinatorial energy here. Excuse me, pairing energy here, pairing. And let's go ahead and check this pair of twos. Yeah, so there's some type of receiving anointing or sanctuary, or just safe space and refuge because we're on that grind, steady on the grind, money on my mind. Cause I got to make it happen. Ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Yeah, I'm hearing steady on the grind, money on my mind, daily on the grind, daily on the grind, steady on the grind. Money on my mind. Yeah, so we also have the Ten of Pentacles here. So this could be a legacy, an institution. A legacy could be an estate, a family, whether it's family planning or family money. It could also be an institution, which could be a corporation or some type of business that serves the public, especially with the star card, that could be serving the public. We'd also really need the hermit here for a public servant. But there's something here about using magic, typically sorcery, Six of Pentacles with the ace. Okay, I don't know where I'm getting these from. Okay, this is just weird. Like my brain's been hijacked. That's not something that actually is even possible, but um, not spiritual anyways. So I wanted to say the Ace of Swords. I really meant the Knight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. The sixes sometimes could be magic, support, gifts, favors, spiritual gifts. But there is some kind of exploitation here with this pair of twos. There's a partnership. And then around the ninth house, so if y'all are fighting around, if you work in an institution, it could be the environment of the employees working inside the institution. Somebody may be in some kind of other institution, like maybe going to school, like maybe nursing school or whatever. There could be some feuding there. there's this desire of a coven or a clique to impose some type of restriction on somebody. So distracting. Um, there's something going on inside of an institution where there might be some like othering or scapegoating or making wrong, making bad or vilifying, because the scapegoat is always the one in whatever system, work system, family system, that is calling attention to the dysfunction. And so everybody kind of projects their own, kakameni fakakta onto the scapegoat or the black sheep to, you know, bypass the dysfunction. And I'm seeing a group and I'm seeing some type of design to wrangle, wrestle, rot, impose rules, regulations, restrictions, restraint. And it can be the family. Oh, ooh, oh, ooh. I'm hearing that song daily on the ground, money on my mind, steady on the ground, steady on the grind, steady on the grind. Okay, Three of Wands, Eight of Cups, the Moon, Devil. I mean, oh, Jesus, a nut. Oh, Jesus Christ, Lord, help me, please. I feel like there's something going on and it's right in front of us, and it's almost like we can't even say it because it's like so obvious that you know how like they make dysfunction normalize, they normalize it. And by the way, that was a prayer to JC. I wasn't using the name in vain. I was literally calling out for help because my mouth doesn't seem to be my own, and I usually do a prayer before I start a divination, but I'm up to the wee hours of the morning running ragged. I just want to get this reading out and take a nap. But that was an invocation, not a using in vain, just for those who like to tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords here coming with the Devil. Something, the Death card. Something is ending. But see, I kept saying the Devil, which meant there was some type of curse. And the Ten of Swords with the Devil would be curse breaking, hex breaking, a spell lifting, dissipating, because there was some type of spiritual frame job here. And with the ninth house, it means we're coming out of the darkness, eighth house. So there's been something going on that's been making us crazy, and we don't really know what it is, and we don't really have that touch of reality that we need in order to know for sure. It doesn't mean that we're not in reality. It means that everything around us is bonkers. There's no support. There's no validation. There's no affirmation. So we're on an island all by ourselves, struggling, screaming out to the vast void, the vacant, vapid, vassaless void of the universe where nobody is responding back except the vacuum of space. And everybody surrounding us is oscillating, vacillating, ruminating in hate, marinating in venom. They're not a support. Does that illuminate, elucidate, enumerate the challenge? Did I dramatize that enough for you? Okay. So we have the Ten of Swords here with the Death card, which means that there's a death, a transformation, an inevitable ending. And it can be murder, death, kill, marifica darkopi, a body. But it's really more that some kind of conjuring up or the everybody waiting on this next phase of the plan, that road's gonna collapse. That quarantine is going to, I mean, that dimension is going to be quarantined. That portal is going to collapse. That door is going to get locked. That window is going to be shut tight. That gate is going to be closed. That little loose thread is going to be hemmed up. They're not going to have the thing to unravel that they thought, which was us. I keep hearing, have you ever been hungry before? So I think they wanted us to have this wanting, hoping, wishing, praying, conjuring up some wounded from the past because we need it. Trying to be codependent or enabled or enmeshed or attached is what they want. They want to drip, drip, drop us some love, breadcrumb us along. Gaslight us, stupefy us. A mirage, a glamour, a facade, a fake out. And we have a double seven, so there's an alert, alarm, danger. It's the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So there's deception here, perhaps manipulation, Seven of Swords. It's a hidden enemy, but we know what's going on. See, that's just the thing, Elaine. Okay, let me tell you. That's the thing. Because we were, up until recently, we were like, this can't be happening, or am I imagining this, or whatever, little narrative we have in our mind. When we're trying to extend love and grace and compassion, and we try to have the benefit of the doubt. Meanwhile, we're getting stabbed in the back, kicked in the stomach, pushed down the stairs, that kind of thing. I keep hearing that steady on the grind, daily on the grind, money on my mind, money on my mind, money on my mind. It's Erica Badu. I do not. It's one of the interludes too. Steady on the grind. Steady on the grind, money on my mind. Because the guys can make it happen. Ain't nobody gonna do it for me. So just so you know, if the reading's going a little too long, you can always double speed it. You can go up to twice as fast, meaning you can lower the duration of the reading up to 1/2 of the actual time. And a few times it isn't, but most times it is. There is a summary of the reading. There's a summary of the reading in the notes. It's between the Hamsa hands. If you want to have a look-see, a looky-poo. Okay, but this energy is something else, okay? Oh, woo, oh, woo. Yeah, so this energy is just doing the most. It's just doing the most. Not really because the devil's not out, but it might as well be. Because something's getting broken, like some kind of shatter, collapse. Wait me a moment. And over on our end, we're leaving something behind. We're walking away. Okay. I don't know what that is, what that looks like, what that's about. It's because we were putting some love, hope, faith, optimism into something. Star card, Two of Cups. I don't know what that's about. It says here that we were really focused on some kind of gate opening up, but we had to abandon something or withdraw our energy from something. Eight of Cups, because there was some constriction or something tried to, you know, move us under its boundary. Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, needing us or needing somebody to bow, to yield to authority. If it were other cards, it'd be something else. But the Queen of Swords with the Eight of Swords is bow or yield to somebody's discernment or authority. They're not so much the judge as they are the one who scrutinizes or discerns. It can be somebody with an Aquarius moon here. Now, I'm not seeing us building anything, but we have a pair of tens, a pair of sevens, a pair of eights, a pair of nines. So 7, 8, 9, you hear? That's a 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a completion. It's not just an what's called a progression, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a completion. Every day is a hustle, gotta struggle some more. Have you ever been hungry before? So these people might have some kind of poverty mentality. They might, it's no, it's crabs in a bucket, bottom of the barrel. That's what this is. Because, yeah, you gotta go, honey. Hold on just a second. I need to get her situated because outside was a distraction. So let's check out this pair of pens. Yeah, see, there's a block here, King of Swords. I mean, I highly doubt it's anything else because we were trying to learn or trying to gain or trying to prepare to receive some kind of technical skill, or we had the receipts to go down some kind of path. And there was this need to be warm, agreeable, approachable, accessible, amenable. And I just don't think that's what we were because we came in with some smarts, with some technical expertise. And I'm getting the energy that we were supposed to bow and that we just couldn't, for whatever reason, play the little game, drink the little Kool-Aid, buy the little bull. I was doing for the eights. So we have this Knight of Cups, Cavaliere de Copa, with this two there and the Knight of Cups. If we had decided to come with love or fakeness or phoniness, it would have worked out. Because the other side did try for a moment. They hung on as long as they could, but I'm detecting that there's some kind of block. And there's love. We could do whatever, however, whatever, what have you. But there was just a lack of ability to be fake. There was some type of cunning. Something was about to end and we had to back out, or something was ending for us. And it was difficult. Ten of Swords, Death card. It's there's a reckoning upon us. Okay, so that's the truth. What is this pair of nines? And I'm hearing this dialogue. What are you saying? So like whenever this gets revealed, they're gonna be shocked because I think they thought we would stay and la di da yada yada, whatever that is, however that is, whatever that looks like. So there's some kind of we're retaining our own company. We're being our own counsel, King of Cups, Knight of Cups. And we've manifested a connection elsewhere where things are going to be fruitful, profitable. I don't think we could get down. Oh, I'm hearing that song. I think it's Disturbed, Down with the Sickness. You're about to give up, and now you're down with the sickness. Oh yeah, because we have the Five of Cups here with this. Yeah, so somebody is needing a breakup, needing to purge, they're needing to mourn, to grieve. And it's the cups here. So they could have been done happy, but la di da yada yada. Something been done happen where we're moving on King of Cups, Queen of Cups. So there was a connection and it didn't really go much of anywhere because of something or whatever or what have you. Um, yeah, I'm hearing a whole bunch of dialogue now. So I just heard, oh, because the Nine of Swords is here. I just heard, well, you could have XYZ LLP, but really, I don't like you, so it doesn't matter. And the other person reacted and responded. And then we ended up saying, like, and this might not be, but if I'm having an astral conversation like this, it's relevant. And then we said to this other party, like, you may not, or XYZ LLP, that may be the case for you, or that may be what actually happened, but I've seen better. So I have standards and boundaries that you're just not meeting. And as much as you want to quabble and quibble and yell and yodel and whine and wail, I'm just not happy. And that's what it's going to be at the end of the day. And this other side thinks that they could, massage and assuage or attend to the situation, or wukuku rakaka, ooh, feelings, ooh, tears, praise, whatever, felicitation, solicitation. No, oh, just be gone, just go back. That's what's up. Um, because we need to stand up to whatever is fearful or whatever is difficult. And if there is something difficult to do, we just need to do it. Nine of Swords. Yes, it could be haunting, and we've thought a lot about this. Period. Point blank. End the story. It's time for a transition here. And Death card, Wheel of Fortune, inheritance. Death card, Star card. There's a change in the path. Within a week, a path is going to shift and change. We're indestructible. Death card with the strength. Formidable. Yeah, so formidable. Ten of Swords. We're canceling something out. Ten of Swords. Cancellation. A cancellation. A cancellation. The Seven of Cups. There might be some illusion, confusion around it. It might not be entirely clear and discernible to everybody. I feel it's going to come like a surprise to everybody but us. Yes, but us. So I did this, the 10, the 9, the 7, the 8. Okay, so we read all this down. Let's move on. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Vertex of Abundance is the Galactic Temple of Ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything resonates with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a review, book a session, send a donation. From Notified Abaya, we will be using the Vita Sibilla Daily Oracle to deliver any findings for combinatory or correlative energy. The Star card and the Wheel of Fortune means timeline restoration. So we've kind of matured here. We've gotten out of everything out of it that we're going to get. Okay, the cat's like clawing me under the table. So, yeah, we're looking for something that what's our whistle. I don't mean it in the hanky panky sense, but we're kind of bored. Give me a moment. This cat's doing the most. What are you doing, silly? Hi, girl. Stop that. Yeah, because we want something where it's fruitful, it's substantive, it's cogent, it's salient, it's germane to the matter of hand. We want to feel like we're in the sanctum sanctorum, like we're in the inner circle, like we're in the space where it's all happening, where it's all at. Something else is just we've seen it all before, heard it all before, been there, done that. And we've kind of already done and bothered and tired and bothered and don't want to be bothered no more. Death card with the moon means light at the end of the tunnel. Anticipation. Yeah, so we took a small little win there, but it's probably a bigger loss because we didn't do the whole thing that we wanted to do. It's making me wait, keeping me waiting. Okay, so somebody did something to get to wrangle control. With the Queen of Swords and King of Swords, so there's a party here, a matching pair that's committed in being estranged. So they're estranged from each other, but they're committed to this distance. It's something we tried a few times out, it didn't work. We have the Aries card, Emperor, and the Knight of Wands, so that could be a Aries rising, Mars in the first house, Mars and Aries. Knight of Pentacles with the Hierophant, the same thing. It could be Mars in the second house, and Mars in Taurus, Mars Taurus rising. We have the King of Swords with the star card, so that could be a Sun in Aquarius, or to a lesser degree, a Taurus rising. It was there definitely have a Taurus rising here. Possibly a Scorpio rising, because we did have the Death card too, and the Queen of Swords with the star card can mean either a Moon in Aquarius or an Aquarius IC, which is the bottom of the chart, which means the beginning of the chart would be Scorpio. So we have a Scorpio or Taurus. Toro, Scorpione. Okay, yeah. What are you doing? Silly girl, you gotta stop that. You're feeling playful today. Papa's working. Yeah, so let's check this Taurus rising because I'm getting it pretty strong. Since I just had a conversation and we said to the other side, I don't give a F about your feelings. Okay, she's very playful today. It's kind of amusing. Hi, cutie. Papa's working. So it might be somebody trying to barter to keep us around, and it could be very much a job or an institution because they're actually fulfilled with us there, and they don't realize that we want to grow. Whatever this is, we know that there's more. Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles is like we want to grab onto more. We want to reach out and grab more. We want more piece of the pie. Two of Wands and the Emperor could be Mars in Aries. Yeah, so we're definitely trying to figure out a way to move on and forward, and something's trying to keep a way to keep us there. There's going to be a sudden change on our behalf, and this other side is going to be like, "Hey, things were great. Where are you going? I didn't know anything was wrong." Okay, then you are unaware. You lack self-reflection and self-awareness. Sorry, but we got to bounce. Bye. So we read this out, and this was the reading. This was a message about a situation that is seemingly good on the surface, but it's breaking our heart and maybe crushing our spirit because we secured the situation, but we're also kind of stuck in place. It's like this environment surrounding the location that we're in is an entombment. We've been enshrined in this institution, whether it's a family, a school, a workplace, or whatever, what have you, where there's not a lot of growth for us and everybody's happy that we're there. And they don't realize that they're breaking our heart, crushing our heart. And they might be doing things that aren't completely, trauma informed or culturally aware. And so something is happening that's offensive to our soul. We have this Queen of Swords, King of Swords. So Virtues of Abundance is the galactic symbol of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything that is said resonates with you, go ahead and smash that like button. We will be deliberating any findings from Etsy, brought to you today by Etsy. It's the Top of Love Oracle by Bobby Bondatero. You can get her over on Etsy. We have Acquiring Knowledge. So we did finally figure something out. Remember, I said it felt like we were in the dark, wandering around in the darkness with no support, no validation. Whatever we think was going on, yes, absolutely. Okay. It was all about the money. Okay. But we were guided to lead angel numbers, and we are leaving. Yeah, so we got an offer elsewhere. This is what it's telling me. Because two nines, we want to be alone. We're taking massive action. We're doing something else. That's just what this is. We're walking away from something, moving into higher ground. Take good care. See you in the next one. Bye bye.